Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tough Talk. This is the quarter century mark. We're at number 25. And with me, as always, my beautiful bride,
Sable.
And I, of course, am Biz. Been doing a few streams the last couple of days. It's been kind of cool. So when this thing actually comes out, it's been like a week before. So we'll see how many I do between that week. But did stream Thursday, Friday, and then going to plan on streaming today with Tech Station. Just going to kind of talk about him going away from the streaming thing and coming back. A little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of variety games for him, and then of course Marvel Strike Force. So yeah, good times. All right, yeah, it's off now. Okay, everything's going. But
Special morning edition.
yeah, it's a morning edition. Yeah, so today she already drank her drink. She drinks these little tiny things. What are they called?
It's a V8 Energy.
V8 Energy. It's like little tiny 8-ounce things.
It's the peach mango. It's pretty good.
I've got my Monster Brio Punch, the Juice Monster.
You only drink that because it's got a hot chick on the side of the can.
Does it? That's a hot chick.
I mean, she's in a bikini.
Nah, man. It's whatever. She looks like a butterfly. I'm good. I'll pass. It's got the Jesus, too.
Mm-hmm.
Little statue. You know, that had to do with the Rio stuff. So I guess that's like a, I don't know. I have no idea. It's whatever. If it had you on the side, I would drink it more likely.
Nothing.
But yeah, we had Squatch come out yesterday.
Yep.
Pretty stoked about that.
I dropped a 10 spin of cores on him and got him.
Yeah, 84, right? 84 out of 10. Not too bad. It's averaging 8 out of 4. It's not bad at all. But yeah, he's a tankety tank. I love that he brings in the redwoods on his abilities. It's kind of cool.
I love that we can have a penis on him, but we can't have nipples on Namor.
I don't see a penis on Sasquatch.
It is a pointed thing between his legs.
It's hair.
No, it is not. No.
Hey. It's his redwood tree. But being from the Northwest, it's kind of cool seeing the redwoods and Bigfoot.
I haven't even watched him play yet.
And in the game, like, it's just kind of cool. It's just, and even like it goes like night, like it's night vision kind of a thing. I think that the animation is pretty sweet. The team as a whole is pretty freaking fun to use in the raids. They're a little slower than I'd like, especially in the second to last node for the Spotlight raids, because the other team opens up with 2 ability blocks from Void Knight, and then a stun from Mighty Thor, an ability block from Val. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know how to get through that one other than just being tanky as hell, and I've not built them up like that yet, so we'll see. We'll get to that spot, but yeah, they're a hard defensive team. Like, we know a couple of counters to them right now, but that's with the low levels.
Yeah.
So we got some defensive wins, both of us. I was able to one-shot one on D pretty easily.
Yeah, the problem is we were going through them so quick last night, they now know what counters their teams, and then they were able to go through and one-shot us.
Yeah, sort of. There's some things you got to play a certain way.
Yeah.
But we don't have any mercs for money on defense. So that's the one that really you got to play a certain way. Same thing with our assess offenders versus their hive mind, assess mind. There's a certain way to do it, and they don't know that either, so because they can't watch the video, the replay. But yeah, it's a pretty fun team to have on defense. We get some D wins, which is pretty cool. So it's not like it's just super easy to beat. I mean, there definitely is a way about it. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, Squatch, dude. I've got him now to 95 gear 18. And I have him as a fortifier for war. And then I have him as a skirmisher for raids. The reason for the skirmisher is because he himself has an assist mechanic. So if he gets called in to assist, or on his turn, if he gets called in for an assist, or if he he assists somebody. Yeah, I don't know. It's still kind of up in the air what the ISO is, but I do have him skirmisher for raids and I have him as fortifier for war. And then for North Star, I just straight up have his raider because his AoE is going to put enough stuff down that it's going to carry you through. Wolverine, same thing. I just have him straight up as raider because he's going all over the place with that special. And then the extra crit damage on his ult, if he kills, he repeats and hits somebody else. So, and then Sunfire is the one I'm kind of in between. I want him to have the striker because I'm seeing a lot of single attacks with his basic. But I love having the raider because of that AoE that he has. And the special, you get quite often, but it doesn't do any damage, so there's not really a point to it. So I have one ability that says raider, one ability that says striker. The fact that there's a random assist to somebody from Guardian kind of tells me that maybe I should do striker on him. But that raider damage with his ult is fabulous. Just fabulous. So, and you have everybody but Guardian, right?
Yeah, because he was 100, so I didn't core him.
Right.
I cored to the 50, but
yeah.
So hopefully I'll get him
wait
whenever.
For his event.
Whenever that happens.
That works. That works. What else was it? Oh, we're talking out of time.
Out of time's farmable. Well, not at, well, maybe by the time this is out. They're getting put to Black Knight's going to the Crucible store, which will be nice, but there's so many tunes in it that it's ridiculous.
Well, who's in it that's useful right now?
Well, Green Goblin. But
Red
and
Goblin.
then Red, yeah, whatever. And then I think Nightcrawler's in there. I don't know. There's just so many tunes in there that
No, not Pav.
you might see one every other day that you need. I've got them all done now. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Black
just see
Knight.
Nightcrawler and Red Goblin, and I'm done with Nightcrawler at all my counts. And I've finished Red Goblin now in 3 of the ones that I mainly farmed.
And I'm
so
hoping
I'm
they
ready.
do something with the arena store soon because I've got to finish Star-Lord Cha-Cha. I'm not buying him for 975 credits. It's like he should have been dropped down to 500 6 months ago.
Oh, you mean the Nowhere Star-Lord
Yeah.
Annihilation? T'Challa? Is that what you're saying? T'Challa?
Cha-Cha.
You're saying Star-Lord
Star-Lord.
T'Challa. That's the one from Ravagers.
Whatever. I don't know.
So it's Star-Lord Annihilation.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got you. I knew you were saying when you said that. Just, yeah, for people listening and not seeing your face of confusion, they don't understand.
It's a Star-Lord. The one that's farmable, not legendary. But, and then I have
2 of them from
Riri out of the War store that I still need 100 shards of, but I don't farm tunes out of that store. And other than that, I think every tune that's farmable.
Why don't you farm out of War Store?
Yeah, war currency. I need it for uniques and anything else.
What teal uniques do you need that you don't need in orbs?
Right now, but
Okay, just farm it.
I have been about every other time, but I still only see her maybe once every
No,
couple
I'm
days.
just saying, just farm it.
And it's 100, and then I'm like, ugh.
Teal uniques. We have so many of them. I guarantee if you look at
I
your
usually
orbs,
do ABCs.
you got like 1,000 orbs.
I've opened them all.
Of teal orbs, you open them all?
Other than my 16s that I keep for the gold, and I opened those about
Does anybody
1,000
else
today.
in chat say call bullshit on that one?
No, all my raid
There's
orbs are
no
open.
way you've opened all your teal
All
orbs.
my teal raid orbs I open every second I
That's
get
impossible.
them. Nope.
Well, okay, so it's either impossible that you've opened all your orbs, or you have over 100 of each one of the uniques. Which one is it? Because it can't be neither of those two.
I have 60 alien spores. I think I'm down to like 40 luminiums.
There ain't no way.
Yes.
There ain't no way. I've got 100 of each one, and I've got like 10,000
I have
of those
hundreds
teal
of the
orbs.
ones nobody needs. But like the one for Iron Man and Ronan, the new one, the zombie Iron Man guy.
Yeah, no.
That I have like 50.
The square?
Whatever
That you're talking about? Or are you
the
talking
weird-
about Osmodian?
I don't know what the hell it's
It
called.
looks like a skull.
Yeah, that one.
So, okay, so honestly, I have over 100 of every one of the 16s, the uniques.
I'm starting to buy them more
And I
in
have
the
like
race store.
10,000 teal orbs.
I don't know.
There's no way.
I'll use them all.
There's no way. Because you are even more hoardy when it comes to upgrading people than I am. So there's no possible way that you're through
I
your
don't.
uniques like that.
Yeah, I don't get uniques in drops.
Your algorithm's off.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Maybe it's because you don't buy characters like I do, so they don't give you shit.
Maybe. I'll have Panda to night. Well, not. I won't have him to 19, but I'll have enough of his uniques to 19 him when I finish the.
The hammer tech.
Yeah, today.
Yeah, I have that after doing vulture.
I have 11 of those.
Yeah, you need to check. I
today.
think you got a hidden orb somewhere that you haven't seen.
Only 16. The armory 16s.
How many of those do you have?
I have 1,000 left.
That's what I just said.
I know, the armory 16s. I said when I save those for.
That's a teal gear orb.
Yeah. And I said that's the only one I have.
Okay, those of you listening, rewind it back and tell me she said that before.
I did. You were talking. You weren't listening.
Oh, okay.
You can't do both.
I can't do both.
But I've opened all my raids.
Oh my god.
But the armory 16 because of the gold. And I opened a couple hundred of those this morning to get the gold that I needed.
Yeah, 10,000 gold per spin.
Yeah, I finally have Black Knight at 19.
Yeah, congrats on that
I'm only
one.
a few pieces away from Robbie now at 19.
That'd be a good one. And then you gotta pick between the Sus and APOC who you're gonna take in those first 5 nodes or 3 nodes or whatever.
I don't know.
That's a biggie.
They're both equally the same. I got another piece on Sus today, and I think I only have one chunk left for him, but I don't know.
You just gotta look at who you're gonna do in city and decide from there. You're probably gonna do bios, so you're probably gonna want to take APOC instead of taking Sus if you do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because city's next.
Not in a hurry. I'm
Just saying.
Chilling.
Yeah, I was chilling, and then I actually got into DD7, so I actually skipped a day yesterday. I forgot to battle yesterday. I do that a lot. It's not like a super important thing to me. I like basically remember when I'm on stream, and yesterday we were doing war attacks on stream, so I didn't even like think about DD7. But yeah, I forgot my attack yesterday. So I did it this morning. It was just basically a setup attack because I had ulted with Sus at the end of the last node. So it was just basically doing basics and setting up for the next attack. It's whatever. It'll come around. I'm hoping to get at least one of these night crawlers out, and then I gotta look for these forges every time they drop, and I gotta take them out like ASAP because they're gonna bring the night crawler back, and that's gonna be stupid.
I'm hoping by Halloween to at least be starting, but I don't know.
Oh, you should get it next month. Starting.
I'm not in a rush. It's what
No,
it is.
it's fine. There's no reason to be in a rush. I don't know why these people want to be in a rush. Like, you get in, and I see people like 60, 100 days in, and they're like, oh, DD5, DD6, what's DD7, or how much? Like, why are you ringing about DD7 at 100 days in? Like, you should still be doing
and then
Ultimus
get done with the
raids.
account. Like,
It's so stupid. Like, you should still be doing Ultimus raids and just chilling and enjoying. Widening your roster and seeing what all the tunes can do, learning what they can do in war and raids and crucibles, and not focus farming 5 to 10 tunes all the way up to max to get into these nodes. Like,
it's like people who are pissed off they can't do anything in arena when they've got a 3-month-old account and they don't have APOC. Or they don't have
complaining about APOC being so hard and wasting resources on okay, so we had to suck it up.
Right?
Don't complain, just do it.
But they need to make it easier.
Heaven forbid that take away from, however many spots you have to do your DD6. Like, and what's your deal?
Right.
Like, that's what it's for. Like, upgrade them. Everybody else had to upgrade them.
They've made everything else, 4 years later they've made legendaries lower unlocks. Like, Phoenix got dropped down, so she's no longer like
now. Yeah, absolutely.
So why are you going to bitch and moan about a year later APOC still not being... They added more tunes to the nodes you could use.
For the Scourges.
For the Scourges.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
they've added more of that.
Two more teams per.
Yeah. So it's like, why are you bitching?
Yeah. Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Next year, maybe, then, after Professor X comes out.
I don't even think next year. You got 23 tunes to upgrade. Upgrade them. It doesn't matter to me what you feel like they could be or couldn't be. They still have their decent things. Gamma still is a hell of a team to use in war.
Right? Back in the day, we did Creed.
Death Seed on defense does a good job. Like, it takes a couple teams to beat it. Like, it's not like it's counterable by everybody.
And Unlimited has Gambit that's on his team. That's a raid team.
Gambit.
They've
now
now got Fire. Yeah.
Yep.
Like.
And Rogue is a great plug and play on offense or defense in war, depending on where it is. Like, and then Darkhold does its thing. If you ever see MOE on defense in a war, just use Darkhold. It's
Right.
like, it's super easy counter. Same thing with Young Avengers. If somebody puts that on defense, you use that. It's like, they have their strengths, and they're a good team to use if you know how to use them. It's the people don't want to learn. They just want the rush of upgrading the tune all the way to max and then on to the next. And it's
They're
like
old
you're gonna
and
get
they're-
burnt the fuck out before the game's even fun for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. It's like you're making it a chore. Yeah, you're gonna get bottlenecked and spend a shit ton of money, and then you're gonna get pissed off at the game that they don't give you the things you need, and then you're gonna quit and you're gonna go play something else and feel the same way about it.
Yep.
Sucks to be you.
I know somebody was asking about the scourges, and I'd done each individual scourge, what was required, and
Yeah.
the tunes, but they were on each individual, so I made them all onto one. Well, I had finished them. Luckily, you hadn't, so I was
On my
able to go in
beginner.
yours
Yep.
and see, because there's nowhere on the website that,
Nope.
because I had finished them, so I couldn't go to legendary campaigns, I couldn't go to scourges, nothing was showing anywhere.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out, okay, for the new players, who can you use? And then I got it all on there, and I'm like, wow, you've got a lot of good tunes
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
that you guys can use. What's the problem here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not like you need to do them to 7 stars.
No,
or
I've done all mine to
7-7.
6. I've done all mine to 6, and I haven't touched the Scourge since. And the reason for it is what you're talking about, so I can go through and help other people.
Yeah.
I don't need them at 7 stars. There's no requirement to have them at 7 stars anywhere. And they do
You might
just
get
fine
extra points
at
in
the
an
level
event.
I'm at with that beginner alliance. The level I'm at, they're just fine at 6 stars. I don't need them higher than that.
Yep.
You know, I can, if I see a big Heroes for Hire or a big Darkhold or something like that with these war rules that we have, the Heroes for Hire, that's why I'm saying that, not because it's a normal counter, but I can use my Gamma on it and punch up like a million if I need to. So I know how to do that, so I'm fine with that one. My Death Seed, if I'm seeing any of these scrub teams with somebody that's low powered on their team, then I'm going to start the pings going with them and they do the deed. And then we're still seeing Young Avengers and stuff and things like that. People are thinking the Crucible teams are going to be good on defense, so I see MOE. So there's my Darkhold. And then with the X-Men, like I just kind of like move them around to different teams to try to find different variations of them. You know, plug and play, build up somebody
a couple
fun.
of mine got some wins this war, but
Yeah, I get wins every war with my X-Men combos. So it's like, it's. Yeah, I know some of you probably listening and are like, X-Men, like they're trash on defense. Yeah, well, you're not the one losing it to them then. Somebody is, because I get wins every war. And I got spreadsheets to prove it. So, but yeah, it's how you put them in what order, because they all do specific things, and they get some fun little buffs depending on who they are, and they surprise you and speed up and stun and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, you can meta walk all over them, but when you see 4 of them in a room and you can't use the same team for every one, it's like now you got to get a little creative unless you want to waste a meta team. And if you want to waste a meta team, please do. And if you're going to do that, please use Weapon X on my extreme. Please do. Because you'll be double tapping that sumbitch and probably triple tapping at that point. But yeah, it's just they're fun little guys to put around, and it's nice knowing the whole roster, getting to learn.
it's just hard because some of these other content creators are like, oh, this is trash, these teams are trash, nobody uses them. Yeah, you're number 100 and whatever in the game, sure, nobody up there.
Yeah.
And those top 10 that constantly battle each other are using those teams. Granted, 100%.
Yeah.
But for the lower players, the players who are starting out, some of these teams could be the difference in winning and losing a war for you.
Right.
Like at those lower ends.
Oh yeah, like we're finding, like I just said, Weapon X. I'm struggling sometimes in War finding a place to use Weapon X.
Yeah.
They're one of my last teams to use now, and they're a super strong team. They just got X-23 added, which I think makes it better because they have 2 ability blocks to start.
Yeah.
And there's some wars where I'm just like, maybe it's a cleanup.
Yeah, I just used them today, but I punched down. But it was just like, am I gonna see another Bifrost? Probably
Yeah, because
not.
with the war season rules, they don't work against Heroes for Hire right now. The bleeds don't do enough damage to do anything to them, and the traumas, they're there, but they don't drop below 50% unless they do, and when they do, they die, and when they die, they come back, and then it's this wreck house.
So yeah, it's interesting. I just don't get it. My beginner account, I love it because I have like everybody to 75, except for the minions. I don't have the minions to 75, but or like Yelena, Bullseye, stuff like that. But any team that I'm going to use in a raid or in some kind of war, offense, defense, I have to 75 and ready to go, and it makes it a lot of fun. I can just choose from and figure things out and have fun with it. I think that's the purpose of the game, is to have fun. And if you're one of those people that are super competitive and your account, you're pushing for DD7 and you're pushing for in-game content, and you're really focused on just one team and getting, you know, these raid teams only and this one team there and specific characters for that, I ask of you to please open a beginner account, hit me up, we'll get you in Niflheim, and then level up everybody and have fun. Because when you get to understand all the different tunes and you're plug and playing different people in different spots and learning how to use these other teams, there's a lot of really fun combos and a lot of really fun things that you can do on both offense, defense, in Crucible and War and in Arena and all this stuff.
The people who do stream this game are all in game.
They are.
They show all that top stuff.
And even
so
the ones that
newer players come along.
Yeah, and even the ones that start off the new account, they're going for in-game content right out the way to see how fast they get there. Because for them, it's a competition to see how quickly they get through.
Yeah.
And it's about having fun with the game. In my eyes, it's having fun with the game.
Yeah. Showing a true new player experience. Like, what new players are really seeing. Not, you're already doing spotlight raids 2 months in.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what a new average player, is going to do.
Do those Greek raids. You know, get to know the global skill city, stuff like that. Like, know those raids, mix characters around, see who you like. Because when you go into, like, Doom raids, you can still mix and match characters. That's so much fun. You know, it's a lot of fun. Like, now with these characters that are coming out, like, to be able to pick just like rather than just going Spider Society and sticking to a cookie cutter kind of thing, like, all right, let's see what, like, Nick Fury does with Zemo, does with, you know, Secret Defenders, Kestrel, you know, something like that in these Doom raids, and having fun doing little mixed combos, or like Bio, like, let's mix the old and the new symbiotes together and see what they can do. Like, it's fun stuff. I like doing things like that. It makes it enjoyable. Actually playing the game rather than just hitting that sim button.
Yeah. It almost would be nice if these dark dimensions didn't even pop up in your accounts until you hit, like, the level 85, until you hit level 100. But now with all the boosted accounts, you're doing that within, 3 months.
Yeah.
There ain't no way you have in 3 months enough teams or tunes to go through any of that.
No. So then you're wasting cores, you're wasting orbs, you're wasting gear on tunes that you don't really need, because you need to get there. Oh, I gotta get there. This is gonna give me all these resources. Yeah, the resources are great, but you're gonna get the same amount of resources waiting.
Yeah.
And doing it nice and slow.
And then you're not gonna run out of T4.
Yeah, you're not gonna run out of that shit.
Things.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like the gold crunch. Like, I've always said, build your arena team up to level. Everything else, 10 levels below your player level and down. If you're in a higher raid than you should be, then 5 levels below your player level, 1 raid team. And don't get out of Ultimates until you're ready. Like, if you're a level 65, you are not ready for Doom raids. I don't care if your teams can do them. You're not ready, because your team should be at 55. 55 level teams are not going to get you through Doom. And if they do, cool, they're the brand new spanking teams and you've leveled 5 teams up. Awesome. But don't do that. Wait until you're like level 75 as a player. You get your raid teams to 65, that's 10 below. Be nice and comfortable, able to upgrade stuff at a whim and whenever you want to. Like, that's the way to go. It's slow and steady is going to win this race, not racing to the finish and being out of stuff and having to wait forever to do modes. We have people in Earth that are like, yeah, I've been sitting there waiting for City and DD7 for, a month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that sucks. Like, why'd you race through Global then? Like, That kind of sucks, you know. Like I'm taking my time. I missed a day yesterday, DD7. Taking my time. I got what 2 tunes to go for city. So by the time I get to city, I'll be ready, and then I'll take my time through it. And I probably have an equal weight at every one. I had to wait. When did it come out? 3 months ago, DD7, or was it longer?
I don't know. Wasn't it Christmas?
Might have been. Might have been a while ago. So that's what 6 months.
I think it's been.
So I had to
about
wait
6 months.
6 months to start. So if I gotta wait 6 months for the next nodes, then that makes sense to me. Like it's not any more of a wait than I already waited. You know, I mean, I tried to plan, and I have 3 tunes started for city already, but yeah, it's just like I don't know. People trying to race through content doesn't make any sense, and it makes the game want to spit them out more often too. So now we're getting a
'cause we've
character
got
a week.
2 characters coming right now. We got 2 character orbs you can farm with cores right now.
Yeah, to the farm.
Like, there never used to be that way. There was always about a week between
There
their
was.
character orbs being in the stores.
It was 2 releases, but the problem is they did the spotlight raid.
Yeah.
So you had to have the characters, so they got to rush them out because
Yeah.
people are like, wait, I can't get to the end of these raids. You know,
And
I
they're
want
just
these
trying to keep the
characters.
higher end people with something to do. And that's
And
just,
spend.
it's just not, I don't think,
It's not
feasible
conducive
long
to the rest of
term.
the people. Yeah,
Because they're
feasible.
already taking Void Knight out of the orb. They're moving
Yeah.
him to a side pillar. It's been only a couple of months that people could actually do it and earn the orbs.
Well, honestly,
and now
a
it's
couple
only
months.
been
That's
a week.
a couple
have
months.
the full
That's 60
team.
days. You're talking 60 days. I mean, how many orbs do you get per day?
Only a couple, not many.
So 2, so
I
that's
think I'm up to
120.
20 now because I finished him a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, so 2. You say 2 orbs a day?
Probably.
So that's 200. Or that's 120 in 2 months that you've had. That's 600 shards of Void Knight.
I don't think so.
Yeah. That's 600 shards. That's a lot. It's a lot of shards. It makes sense. 2 months. Pull them.
Yeah, but they're just now releasing the rest of the team. Still Penny and Spider Society's not farmable, so people may or may not even have them
Yeah.
to get to the 40 to even
Right.
do these raids.
Correct. Then
So it's
don't.
like, and now you're already taking him out? Well,
He'll-
moving him to the side.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll
so he's
go
no longer
somewhere else.
guaranteed.
Yeah, he'll go somewhere else.
But it's like, that's the fastest turnaround ever. You promised new milestone orbs when Emma went in to the milestone 2 orb.
Oh my gosh.
or
I
3
know.
orb. Like, come on.
Yeah. Still haven't
And
messed
this
with that.
is 2 months in and you're
That was the
already-
old company though too. So they lose, you know, when the new one comes in, they don't get everything. They lose some of the stuff that they were wanting to do, and we've done that twice now. This is
Yeah.
the 3rd company, so you're gonna lose some of that stuff.
And probably people have forgotten along the way.
Yeah. No, they just need somebody back there with a little bit more like, this is your direction, stick to it. Slow the cadence down.
Because that's what I swore they had said they were going to slow down character releases and slow down. Well, yeah, the release events, sure, you're
Well,
slowing it
no,
down for the rest
what
of us.
the PV people wanted is they wanted to be able to farm the characters, so they sped up the fact that we can get the characters to 7 stars or whatever by 6 months. Well, what that does is it makes so the spenders want their shit up front so they can have fun with it before the free-to-play players get it. And so they up front like heavy load it so they can get all these deals. I mean, look how many deals are out opening day for
Yeah,
these
and
characters.
all these milestone events now for
and now
spenders
milestones
only.
for the spenders that do it.
$350.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And so like they put all these things right off the bat for the spenders, and then in the long run, it's better for the free player because we can get them to 7 stars quicker.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
but now the spenders are mad that Void Knight or Black Knight's being farmable in the Crucible store.
Bitch about something else.
Like-
Find something else to bitch about.
He's a dark promo tune.
Yeah,
He's
man.
not supposed to be made farmable this soon.
So they are.
He shouldn't have been a dark promo tune to begin
He
with.
shouldn't have. That was a mistake. He's not a legendary.
Right? Same
And he's
with
not an annual
the Zugs
character.
and all them. Like,
No, these are annual characters. Zugs and Zem are annual characters. I can see them being dark promotion. Big Time Spider-Man, can't see that one. Why? I mean, yeah, he was a raid milestone release, but so was Surfer.
yeah.
And Surfer wasn't a dark promo. Thank God, because that would have been a waste.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, they do some things and they kind of turn away from it. They need direction, they need clarification, they need to stick with it. They need somebody back there actually telling them how to do the shit, because it's like, I swear to God, they go into board meetings and somebody like, okay, who has an idea today?
Yeah.
And somebody raises their hand, they go with it, they do that idea, and then the next meeting, like, okay, now who has an idea?
Yep.
And that person's idea now is to decide whether it was a 6-month event idea or a 1-month event. It doesn't matter. It's left to the wayside and it's on to the next person.
Yep.
Because it's so many incompleted things that they've been doing. It's like we just need one voice sitting back there saying, this is what we're doing, this is our forward goal. And if Scopely, if you're listening, I'll be that one voice for you. That's fine. Maybe the wage that I'm making now at my job, and I can do it for you. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't make very much, so you'd be all right. I'd probably be making less than some of your people that work there already that do nothing. So, but I do it.
I don't know. They just have, even with the player's voice, like, that's not a true, because they pick and choose. And who's in charge of picking and choosing?
Yeah.
And if they don't like the person,
yeah,
they won't even let you apply to be on it.
Right, because of one reason or another.
They'll make up something.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even apply.
Right.
And so that's not even a true representation of what the players are really thinking and asking.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And they keep putting on the blog post, oh, keep interacting with these forums and keep giving us your feedback. But you don't want our feedback. You want the Kraken's feedback. And are they still happy? Are they satisfied? Are they going to keep spending in your game?
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, the spending's the big part for a business. Absolutely. But I think I'm still a firm believer, and I know that there's analytics that say this isn't the way it is, but I think if you have a mass group of people doing $5 deals, it's better than the 1% doing a $50 deal.
I would think so. And what would it hurt to update the challenges? Add a 1 to the front or a 0 at the end of the amount of shards you get in those challenges. It wouldn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
To throw. And then they've already taken out all the gold, the promised extra abundance of gold. They took that out of the war season because that was temporary.
Yeah.
So, but then they took it away in other places. So now where's that going to be?
I'm glad they kept the T4s in war. That was a good thing.
Yeah, and in, I guess, raid season or something, there's T4s or?
The raids in general.
The Greek raids or whatever.
Oh yeah, Greek raids going to get more T4s.
But you can't do them because you can only pick and choose.
Yeah, but for the newer players, that's good. Because they can upgrade these characters, get them ready for Spotlight.
Yeah.
So that's a positive. But yeah, there's a lot of little things that they need some focus on. And it kind of, you're happy with the game, you're happy with everything going along, and then you kind of see behind the curtain, and you're like, oh yeah, there is still those things. And that's like what today is. Like, you're just seeing behind the curtain. Like, we're at a spot, we got the character, everything else is fine in the game. So now it's like, okay, well, what else can I do? When you realize that the resources that you have, that the things that you're going through are in a state that if I just wanted to do something stupid and fun, I really can't, because it's going to hurt me trying to do something that's over here that I need for an account that's going in a top-end alliance. I can't just do the fun thing. I got to stay on course.
Yep.
And that's where you're kind of forced to do one thing, which is why I tell people to open that second account and have fun with it. I have 5, and I have different variations of fun with everyone. And I have different picks with everyone that what I want to upgrade and what I want to do with it. And I have a lot of fun that way. And I know some people say I'm crazy for having 5 accounts. I get it, but I can be creative that way. And then I can come back and say, hey, this didn't work. I've tried it 5 different ways. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I tried this on this team. I tried this. No, this one was the
5
best.
5 different ways, 5 different variations, 5 different levels.
Yeah. And so if you feel like you're being stuck with an account, open a second one and have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Stick down in Alliance that's doing, Ultimus. We got Niflheim that's doing Ultimus raids. Or in Doom, we've got Heaven and we've got Alfheim doing Doom raids. Stay down in there. Stay down somewhere fun. Even Jongheimer is doing Doom 3. That's still, you can kind of piece things together and have fun with stuff. But do an alliance like that and have fun with it and enjoy the account and enjoy the experience, because it really can be an enjoyable experience if you do it right and you take your time and you build your account. I've had a lot of fun with this game over the years, and I've been playing. What are we at now? Like 1,400 days
It's over 2,000.
Oh, you're over 2,000?
6 years.
Damn. Yeah, so a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. So yeah, it's yeah, just have fun with it because it took us 6 years to get to the DD7 stuff that we are, and you guys are trying to do it in
6 months.
6 months. And you're gonna burn out and you're not gonna have fun with the game. It's gonna be fun while it's there.
And there are a lot of those accounts that are there and dropping.
Yeah.
Even the guy in my Crucible bracket, he's like under me on leaderboard, hasn't played in months, but he's right there.
Yeah.
Like.
And if you're one of those people that are doing a newer account and you are pushing towards like upgrading meta teams because you have a second account and you see that those teams are the ones that are working the second account, stop. Stop. Slow down. Go look at the bottom of your roster. Pick 5 tunes that you really want to upgrade. And if you're already doing stuff in Doom raids or you're doing stuff in your raids and you can get through them all the nodes just fine, stop, go down to the bottom of your roster, pick 5 tunes that you want to upgrade, and upgrade them. And see where you can plug and play them and have fun with them. Or pick a team to see who you can plug and play and have fun with them or use in some way.
Yeah.
And then build them up and just enjoy it. Like, I literally was on stream the other day and I was like, hey, I have 410 gold orbs. I have 50 million gold. I have plenty of training mats. Who should I upgrade? And they're like, Moon Knight. Sweet. Took them all the way to 18, maxed them out at 100. All right, still have 25 million gold. Still, who do I upgrade? And they're like, Deadpool. Sweet. On it. Maxed him out. I mean, yeah, he has a team, but maxed him out to where I could. It's like, I don't know, that's fun to me. Now I try to use Moon Knight in different spots in wars. Try to use him with secret defenders. And he actually landed 2 blinds. Like, he did some stuff for me. So, and he didn't die first. No, that was Ghost Rider that died first. So it was kind of fun. It was enjoyable. It was like, oh, wow, it actually worked. He did something. So please do that. Please just enjoy it a little bit, because if you're sitting there and you're grinding and trying to get to the top and you're already where you need to be, it's going to be another job, and you're going to want to drop the account and you're going to want to just do the one because it's too much of a chore, and that's no fun. Have fun with it. Having fun with the account is the point.
And I'm sure they've already went to 10 rooms in war. I'm sure there's a 12 room coming.
Oh, 12's got to be around the corner. It's got to be around the corner.
We have enough tunes.
Which is what, 288 teams that you're going to see in war at that point in time? Right?
And at that point, they may up our
Somebody do the
attacks.
math. I think that's right, math.
I don't know.
Up your attacks to 16.
Probably, and then give you instant 12 or something. 12 attacks to start the war.
Oh, no, they'll be greedy. You'll have to buy 6.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you'll have to buy 6. They'll give you 10, you have to buy 6. And the 6 will be 350 and 400 credits. And then they'll increase the blitz rate drops to go from minimum of 17 or 16, I think is a minimum, so a minimum of 30, just to go with that. Then they'll have to change the currency in the blitz store when a new tune comes out to 1,000 or 1,200. It's just the way that it goes. You know, they'll have to do all those things. It always works that way, because they'll have to, check and balance somewhere else to make it so
I don't
it's
understand.
feasible.
I've never understood that. The tunes in the original stores were 500.
Why
is it because it's a new one?
Because inflation. I know it's a game, but it's literally what it is.
It's stupid.
Yeah. It's literally what it is.
But then they forget, like, oh, well, it's been like 4 years and this tune's completely obsolete. Why is he still 1,000 credits?
Yeah.
Because you guys are idiots and you
Because you
don't
guys
have
are
a
idiots.
true road ahead and you don't follow it.
And they can't set a timer on a tune. On this day, at this time, it'll drop to 500.
They probably don't know how to do that.
There's no way. I don't think there's a way they could.
And I bet the people they put in charge of certain things are no
They
longer
quit,
even with the
come
company.
back. Yeah, exactly. Yep, got fired, went on to a
And so
different
who
job.
knows what they were supposed to even be doing and what their time frame was.
Yeah, that
supposed to
person was
be.
in charge of the milestone orbs.
Mhm.
That motherfucker quit and went to a different job and left us with milestone 3.
Yep.
Thanks a lot. What's your name? Now we're stuck with milestone 3 orbs. But anyhow, yeah, this was a nice morning edition. We're like, it's kind of a poopy day outside. Let's go do a hot tub. I actually had a day off, which was kind of nice. So It's a Saturday morning.
It's almost like a forced day off because you're getting to the point where if they don't give you time off,
Yeah.
they're going to be breaking some rules.
Yeah, so I had to take a day off. I was almost at max. So, but it's kind of nice to be able to spend some time with my wifey, spend some time with you guys. So thank you. And if you're around today, which is Saturday, which is in the past when you're listening to this video, you got to check out the stream with me and Tech. Let me know how it went, and if I should do more of those. We're just bringing people that came back to the game or stream, and just kind of like going over some stuff. So hopefully we'll have a good time.
Yep. And Vander, you're right. Our ADHD is rubbing off on Mr. Viz here.
Yeah, what is the ADHD about? What are you talking about?
Because you go off on your tangents, and
Oh.
then you change the subject, and then I'm like, well, I was talking
Boy.
about something, and then
Hey,
I
I was pretty focused today. I did a pretty good job. I don't think I was very tangenty today. That was streamlined. This tangenty is. I'm going to say tangenty is
It's a
word.
word now.
Yeah, absolutely. It made a criticism. That's mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
You made a bism.
Vism. That does not sound appropriate. Vism. But yeah, I think I was more or less on target in what I was trying to talk to about today. I think you talked some too. We were okay.
Yeah.
We're good. But yeah, let us know how we did. She's fine. Okay, yeah, tell us. But we appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening. And until next time, I'm Biz.
I'm Sable.
And peace.